President Trump is again facing off with a powerful senator from his own party. The dispute with Senate Foreign Relations Chairman Bob Corker may put his political agenda at risk.
The president tweeted yesterday, Senator Bob Corker begged me to endorse him for re-election in Tennessee. I said no, and he dropped out. Corker responded this way, it's a shame. The White House has become an adult daycare center. Someone obviously missed their shift this morning.
Hours later, the president challenged Democrats to support his immigration goals in order to so-called keep the DACA protection for young, undocumented immigrants. Major Garrett is at the White House with more. Major, good morning.
Good morning. When President Trump ended DACA but signaled he was open to a legislative compromise, we reported at the time that soon the White House would follow up with very tough immigration proposals. Well, now they're here. And the timing reflects a grim political reality here at the White House, where aides are significantly worried tax reform will falter, leaving the president with no significant accomplishments in his first year. And at the end of that first year, negotiating with Democrats to legalize an Obama-era executive action many Trump supporters regard as amnesty. The White House sent Congress an immigration wish list meant to reassure President Trump's base that he hasn't gone soft on the issue that helped propel him to the presidency. The administration told Congress any DACA deal must fund the border wall, crack down on sanctuary cities, impose new skills-based legal immigration criteria, and speed up deportation procedures. Democratic leaders said the proposals go far beyond what is reasonable. This proposal fails to represent any attempt at compromise, they wrote. Referring to earlier talks with the president, the Democratic leader said wall funding was explicitly ruled out of the negotiations. That wasn't the president's only clash on Capitol Hill. Senator Bob Corker, a key Republican ally, told the New York Times that Mr. Trump was treating the presidency like a reality show with reckless threats toward other countries that could set the nation on the path to World War III. And that tweets hurt us as it relates to negotiations. This after the president tweeted early Sunday, I would fully expect Corker to be a negative voice and stand in the way of our great agenda. Didn't have the guts to run, Mr. Trump wrote, referring to Corker's recent decision not to seek a third Senate term. Corker said the president tweets out things that are not true and that the vast majority of our caucus understands what we are dealing with here. Last week, the senator broke with Mr. Trump and sided with Secretary of State Rex Tillerson when their strained relationship exploded into public view.
Secretary Tillerson, Secretary Mattis, and Chief of Staff Kelly are those people that help separate our country from chaos.
The president in the coming weeks will need every Senate Republican vote on the budget, on tax reform, and possibly even on health care. Senator Corker is also central to congressional oversight of the Iran deal, giving him leverage on domestic and international relations, making the timing of the president's spat with Corker all the more curious. Charlie?
Thanks, Major.